Hey everyone, Lick Friday week 418. This has got a lot in it. You are using linking of shapes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back into shape 1 using the octave version of the Pentatonics, just strings 1 and 2, nothing more, but it sounds great. And then you are descending through shape 1 up the octave, all in A minor, so that's always good for us guitarists. Descending using an articulated pattern through the whole of that shape. That is all there is. So it's a very simple lick in theory, but not so simple to actually sort of maintain the pattern throughout, because you're coming out of position and moving up that fretboard. It's quite hard to actually maintain the fluency with it. So just do what you can with it, really. I mean, if you can't do some of it, don't worry about it. Just jump to the next bit and use part of the lick. Don't even need to worry about the whole thing. So it's as simple as that. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel and share it on all your socials as well. Every little helps in that sense, which is always good. And the jamming track of this, the one in the demo coming up in just a sec, is at the end of the video, and there is a small version of it just there. If you want the full one, you have to go to Patreon, all linked below. The tab is free on my website, dansguitar.com. Have a look on there. There's loads and loads and loads of stuff which you may not find on here, this YouTube platform. And yeah, that's it really. Visit the shop and have a great weekend. Here's the lick. It's just fluent. It's nice to play. When you get it right, it sounds good, and you can use this kind of combination of notes over any pentatonics or string set. So if you're taking 2 strings, you could take strings 1 and 2 or 3 and 4 or whatever. As long as you know your shapes and the way they interlink with each other, then you are going to be fine with it, but it may take a little bit of practice just to get used to that whole process of keeping it smooth and fluent. But that said, it all takes time if you're new to it anyway, so just keep it slow, keep it even, and you won't go far wrong. Let's get on with the breakdown, but before we get on with that, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and the jamming track is at the end as well. Straightforward pattern really. So you've got the first 2 strings of each pentatonic, and that runs in order. So shape 1, shape 2, shape 3, shape 4, shape 5, back to shape 1, with a descending pattern, so articulated pattern coming down shape 1 to finish with your root note. Now on the demo I played that without playing that root note, just because that comes in on beat 1, and I needed to be back down on shape 1 for beat 1, so I didn't play that. But on the second time round I did, so just have another listen if you didn't hear that. Now that's your lick, that's your basic pattern, and all you're doing is following the shape of the pentatonic shapes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's as straightforward as that, but it's hard to keep it going as a repetitive pattern all the way through, and keeping the timing right and just the accuracy, I suppose. So you start it slow, keep it even, and you won't go far wrong. But we have, in fret-wise, we have 8, 5. Now I pull that off, but you can pick it on the first string, 8, 5 on the second string, back to the 8 on that second string, and then 5, and you play that twice, and then the third time in that bar, so beat 4 goes just straightforward as that. So that is your lick, and it's as simple as it becomes. Then you move it up to shape 2. And the same thing applies, so I'm pulling off the 10 to the 8 on this one, so, and then going to the 10, 8, 10 on the second string, finishing with that 8th fret on the first string, and then you repeat that again. And then on the 4th beat, you're only playing 4 notes, so you're not coming back on yourself to that 8th fret, you're just going, okay. Then you're moving up to shape 3, so this time we're using frets 10, 12, 13 and 10. Or 12, 10, 13, 10. So we've got same pattern again, so 12 to the 10 on the first string is a pull off, Then we've got 13, 10, 13 second string with a 10 on the first string, and then you repeat that, and then the last beat, by beat 4 of that bar, straight run down those 2 strings, moving up into shape 4 of the pentatonics. So this one is another sort of skip in the pattern, but still following shape 4 of the pentatonics and nothing out of the ordinary, where you've got 15th fret pull off to the 12 on that first string, then it's 15, 13, 15 on the second string, and then 12 on the first string, and then you repeat that again, and then the last beat, once again 4 notes, just straight down to that 13th fret. Then you move up into shape 5, which is exactly the same pattern as we've been playing, just using frets 17 and 15. So that's 17 pull off to the 15 first string, so 17, 15, 17 second string, and then the 15th fret on that first string. Then you're back into shape 1, but an octave higher this time. So, and that comprises of exactly the same thing once round again. So this uses frets 20, 17, 20, 17, 20, and then 17. Play that twice, and then finishing those 4 again. Then we're coming down shape 4 of the pentatonic, shape 1 of the pentatonics on that octave, in this sort of articulated pattern where and that is your lick. So let me just run through that with you now. We have the 20, 17, 20, 17, so that's string 1, string 2 being E and B. Then we start from the 17th fret on that first string, coming down 4 notes of the pentatonic again. So you should end up on that 19th fret of the 3rd string. Then you start in this time on the 20th fret on the 2nd string, coming down 4 notes. So that's those 4 notes. Then you go from the 17 on the 2nd string, and then the next section is starting from the 19 on the 3rd string. Next one, 17 on the 3rd string. Next is 19 on the 4th string. Then you've got 17 4th string, and that should be it. There you go. Back to me. Here we are. We're at the end again. So please do consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this on all your socials. Visiting my socials as well, and just dropping a comment below would be rather good. So keep all that interacting stuff interactive, if that makes any sense. Jamming tracks coming up in just a second, and a tab is always free on my website, dansguitar.com. Both and everything linked below. Excellent. Right, that's it. I shall leave you with that, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. See you later, everyone. Bye bye.